Yeah, we are back in session. We've finally got an update. It's a pretty significant one for session. It is these. It's the Throwdown update. Been waiting how many years for this to be a thing? It's finally working. Well, I say it's working. It's working for a regular, but not necessarily goofy. Or that's what I've heard at the very least. So that's kind of a bit of a letdown for some people. For now, I want to see if this actually works with my style, because I tend to put myself in weird positions where I don't have much space. So I don't know if this is going to make life hard for me or not. I don't know, we'll find out. Okay, so within like a small space, it seems like it works okay. Nice. Seems like depending on how much you're holding down the... Ooh, hang on. Nice. How much you're holding down the left stick. When you put the board down, you can kind of control the speed that way. Because my biggest concern was... There's a little bit of a glitch, or there was a glitch, which I used to my advantage, where you kind of like run, put the board down. The next push gave you a ton of speed. So it was really good for like gaps and things like that. It doesn't seem like it's going to be much of a problem. Why not? Oh, so I guess that can be a thing, depending on where you spawn in. That if he tries to push, he'll just auto bail like that. In terms of the other fixes and things that are in there, for the most part it seems fairly small. Like, you're not going to notice a huge difference apart from the throwdowns, I don't think. Interestingly, I've just tried looking on the Steam page, but there isn't an official like list anywhere. Maybe on the Discord they'll have mentioned it. But it seems like it's a pretty low-key update overall. This was the main thing, the throwdowns. And maybe we'll see more in the future. I get the feeling that in terms of major updates, in terms of the way the game feels, it's more fixing what's still broken. Releasing some DLC so you got some new maps to play, and that's going to be about the extent of it. Anything significant like, I don't know, multiplayer, new tricks, probably isn't going to happen at this point. Creature also announced a new game, which I don't actually know what it is. I didn't bother to look and find out. Is it another game like this? Maybe it's something completely different. But yeah, it seems like their attention is shifting to something else, so they're not going to invest a huge amount of effort. Maybe more just cleaning it up so that it's in a more complete state. Which is fair enough, this game is super old. But at the same time, making sure everything that's there is working, and on console as well. It's probably going to be the main thing. The money on top. We've started in the most minor of spots. I've never actually like thought of skating that before, but that's what it's all about. We're at the Brooklyn Banks map, as you can probably tell. Kind of finding new ways to skate things, looking at stuff from a weird perspective, as we always do. And I've been having a lot of fun doing this. Nice. Okay, no idea what happened at the end. Overall, I'm not really seeing too many issues with the throwdowns. They're not getting in the way too much. That was my biggest concern. Part of the advantage of just having like the instant get on your board thing was, for me at least, it allowed me to do stuff in really tight spaces where I could get speed quick. But doesn't seem like I need to be too concerned about that. And it's just nice having that kind of complete feeling, start to finish. Because I notice when I edit these videos as well, like that shift from running to getting on the board makes it really hard to cut in between tricks. But now I don't have that problem. Never done that one before. Done that plenty of times though. Oh, that was nice. Kind of wild. I could probably do a full video just on this one section of the map. And have a great time doing it. That's the thing with Session. These base maps are so dense. If you go back to them after a while, you can look at things from a completely different way. The other thing is, I have a bad memory, so I usually forget what I did in previous videos on these maps. It's probably a good thing, because it keeps things fresh. Maybe a concerning sign that I'm losing my mind. Oh well. I was hoping he'd sit down at the end, but oh well. Straight into buying something. Nice. Oh, okay. It just all feels like organic when I have a session in this game. I'm just cruising around, figuring stuff out. And stuff just happens. I'm not like stressing too much about getting things right. That's why kind of Session is my favorite game to play right now. Maybe not if I just want a relaxed session. I know this may be controversial, but I have been playing a tiny bit of Skate when I just want to turn my brain off. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing when it comes to that game. But just sort of like cruise around and not have things be too difficult to pull off. Because it's pretty easy to pull everything off in that game, I would say. If you try and be creative, I guess it's okay, but it doesn't have the flexibility that this game has in terms of the physics. This doesn't have any magnets or weird stuff pulling you around, and I very much appreciate that. Extended cruise. We haven't died yet. Get ready. Probably about to. There we go. Ooh, nice. So we play around with this a bit. Don't know how I managed that one. Oh yeah, one important thing to note, in the description I've got my updated settings. I say updated, I've been using those forever. I think I just forgot to update the description, so it's kind of been old information the whole time. So if you were copying those settings and then wondering why it doesn't look the same, that's why. Sorry about that. If you try the new ones, hopefully you'll have a similar experience to me in terms of how it looks at the very least. Completely forgotten how to do all this stuff. How do you get out again? I wonder if any of this stuff will ever get fixed, or like in a workable state. Who knows? How in the world were we staying on that thing? It's actually fairly skatable, interestingly enough. I'm wondering if they made them easier to skate, actually, because I remember them being a lot more bumpy than that. Well, I say that. Yeah, stuff like this, I remember not working. And I remember it making like a ton of noise as well when you skated it. So maybe they've been modified a little bit. Okay, still hard to skate. Ooh. Got a few new little things here and there. Trying to diversify a little bit. Actually, for most of the video I was just skating regular. Really need to implement a lot more switch and fakey stuff. Also nollie. Kind of get stuck in my ways. And just changing that alone adds a whole new dimension to everything. Makes it quite hard to do the stuff I usually do. So on that note, I think I'll leave it there for now. Another fun session. Like, still not burnt out on this yet. Just as a thing to come into. Actually, I mostly play these just in videos. Pick a spot, session it, and take a break until the next one. That seems like a good pace to not get burnt out with it. I'm just having a lot of fun. Hey, it's a game called Session. If you can't have a good session in it, then what the hell is it? Overall, with the update, to be honest, I've not really noticed a lot else. There probably is minor things, I'm just not really noticing them at the minute. Actually, I may just do a quick session on this before I end, because I remember before missing it. I really wanted to. Oh, okay. It's actually kind of really satisfying to skate. It's pretty hard, because it seems to throw off your angle a little bit. Still got that weird jump happening sometimes. switch trick as well. Nice. So yeah, plenty more of this stuff to come. Let me know if there's anything I missed when it comes to the update. I think for the most part it's just fairly bare bones. Hopefully we get a bit more in the future, but I'm not going to expect too much. Maybe just DLC, I guess. Even then, like, I could just have fun with what we have now. Having the throwdowns, at least for regular. Sorry, goofy players. Having this here has kind of smoothed things out quite a lot as well, which is really nice. Yeah, happy days. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.